So headline today is 21 Israeli soldiers were killed after Hamas rocket triggered a mine explosion. But you know what they were doing when they got killed? They were doing this. Watch this. They blow up entire neighborhoods at once. They go in and they set bombs. Watch. This is it.
ערב טוב, הפיצוץ הזה מוקדש.
Turn it down. Turn it down. Turn it down. I don't know what he's saying. So let me speed it up. Let's get to the good part. So I guess I don't know what he's saying, but I guess he's going to let you know that they're going to about to blow up an entire neighborhood.
Fierce fighting, it looks like.
This is fierce fighting. You know what's funny? He's wearing less armor than half the cops I know. So here they are. They're gonna plant bombs in people's houses and neighborhoods. That's what they're doing.
It's called self-defense, Jimmy.
Did you see that? That's what they do.
Douglas Murray should have a talk with you.
So he's got the wire right there, and he's going to press the, and that's what they do. They blow. So this is not called warfare. That's not warfare when you blow up someone's entire neighborhood.
Wait, you're not allowed to do that?
That's a civilian neighborhood, and they're just completely trashing it.
They run it by a judge first.
They must run it by a judge.
They ask a lawyer to run it.
They ask a lawyer. So turn it down because there's music on it, please. Thank you.
What is that music? That's like, what is that, like it sounds like the abused dog music from what's her name?
So that's them committing, that's got to be war crimes. There's no way that's regular war.
You know, it is. It's a crime. All the things are crimes.
So here's the story. So while they were doing this, 21 Israeli soldiers were killed after Hamas rocket triggered a mine explosion. Wow, 21 IDF soldiers got killed. That sounds really bad till you look at all the dead Palestinian child numbers, right?
I mean, it's what is it, like 100 times or so more?
21 Israeli soldiers were killed on Monday when they came under attack by Hamas in the Gaza Strip near the Israeli border. The soldiers came under attack while they were planting mines to demolish 2 buildings in central Gaza, and a Hamas RPG hit a nearby tank, which likely triggered the mines and collapsed the buildings on the troops, according to the Israeli Defense Forces, or the IDF. Wait, so they're demolishing buildings by hand now? Are they out of carpet bombs? I guess so.
They hand demolish the buildings. That's how much they care.
That's true craftsman.
Yeah.
Hand demolished. Hey, is this building hand demolished or was this factory demolished?
Artisanally demolished.
Artisanal demolishing. At around 4 p.m., an RPG was fired by gunmen at a tank securing the forces, and simultaneously, an explosion occurred in two two-story buildings. The buildings collapsed due to this explosion while most of the forces were inside or near them, the IDF. Wait, are we sure this was Hamas and not just some other IDF soldiers who suck at their job this badly? Because they've been known to be this bad. That's all I'm saying. The IDF
I'm thinking 3 escaped hostages with no shirts on, speaking loudly in Hebrew. Don't shoot.
Don't shoot. Yeah,
we're Israelis being shot just to be safe.
And hey, Kurt, in a separate incident, 3 other Israeli soldiers were killed, making it the deadliest day for the IDF since they slaughtered 15,000 children. Anyway,
I mean, that doesn't even count as much as like one of our Burning Man or just one of our events in America. You get 21.
The IDF said that's like a Saturday night in Chicago. Yeah. The IDF said the death toll in the ground operation has risen to 219. Be still. A recent report from the Israeli news site Walla said, boy, they make good burgers down in Texas. The Walla, if you go to Walla.
Oh.
Walla. No, what's that? No, what is it called? What's the burger place in Texas?
Oh, no.
What a burger. So what's the Walla Wallas, though? That's
an Australian thing.
Walla, yeah. Anyway.
Sounds like it.
They said 4,000 Israeli troops have been classified as disabled. Really?
My asthma was kicking.
And that's... So far, the Israeli slaughter in Gaza has killed over 25,000 Palestinians. Boy, that's a big number. A little bit bigger than 200.
And how many of them were actual Hamas?
Right.
I bet it's like probably closer to the Israeli dead number.
And 9,600 children and 6,750 women.
Self-defense.
That's what you call self. They have a right to do that. Another 8,000 people are missing and presumed to be dead or dying.
So this is the old Lahaina 2-step where we just don't count the missing as dead? Okay.
Yeah. Israel's demolition with planted mines have come under increasing criticism since it means Israeli forces were able to plant explosives throughout the buildings.
Yeah, it doesn't sound. I've never heard of anybody using planted explosives in self-defense.
In self-defense.
Those are the most premeditated possible way to handle something.
So Frank Furtskool says, so the IDF held a press conference on this incident about an hour ago, and it turns out that the soldiers were planting explosives to demolish a row of Palestinian homes when a lucky Hamas RPG set off a chain reaction that blew them up at their with their own charges. No, I'm not joking. Here it is. At a press conference Tuesday morning, the IDF force spokesman Rear Admiral Daniel Hagari said that troops were operating in an area around 600 meters from the border, across from the southern Israeli community of Kasufim. They were destroying structures and Hamas sites as part of the army's efforts to establish a buffer zone.
Oh.
To allow residents of Israeli border communities to return to their home. So, remember when Putin said that Russia needed a buffer to protect it from NATO?
Yeah.
And we called Putin a criminal for that?
Yeah.
Me neither. I don't remember that either.
Is he going to be brought to justice for his crimes?
And so confirmed 21 IDF terrorists died while filming a celebration video after rigging Palestinian homes with explosives.
What is celebrate? What do they do? Like
so
TikToks?
they film it. They film. Well, I got that video I showed at the top of the segment. They film it and then they
Where do they get their minds from? Acme?
I guess Yahweh wasn't on their side. So important, Israel is working to swallow and fully ethnically cleanse almost 20% of Gaza's land, 65 kilometers, to create a buffer zone that the IDF will occupy even after the war ends. Yediot says that doesn't sound right. Yediot says Israel has already wiped out entire neighborhoods and agricultural lands for this goal. Of course they are.
I mean, they're saying it openly.
The IDF is destroying thousands of orchards, greenhouses, and houses in Gaza for a buffer zone. A buffer. Here's what Max Blumenthal says. 24 Israeli soldiers were killed during an act of straightforward state terror. They were demolishing entire neighborhoods with high explosives to establish a buffer zone between Gaza and exclusively Jewish towns in Israel's south. According to the IDF, the razing of entire Palestinian communities is necessary for residents to return to their homes in the south, which is another way of saying that an exclusive Jewish state can only be maintained through terror, siege, and continual bloodshed.
Well, hopefully this will be the last time, is what Netanyahu's hoping. You know?
Wow.
Bibi's like, yes, it's going to be really bad. We just got to do this one really big one and then ask if it was okay after.
It's amazing to watch this happen right out in the open after they just tried to demonize Putin for 2 years.
It's the whip. Every time the whiplash, I'm like, a buffer zone. This is all things that was, what, Putin doesn't feel safe.
Yeah.
NATO right there. People who openly say we'd like to overthrow you and we'd like to weaken Russia. You're saying the stuff openly. They're not going to take that like you're a danger to them.
This is kind of unbelievable. Hey, come see us do a live stand-up show. We're going to be in Palmdale, California, Omaha, Nebraska, Des Moines, Milwaukee, Lansing, Michigan, Bend, Oregon, Portland, Oregon, Seattle, Washington, Philadelphia, Boston, and more. Go to jimmydore.com for a link for those tickets, and we're adding a second show in London.